As I said at the end of the last video, I was going to come back a little bit earlier than I would normally. In fact, I've only played the one game. I'm quite excited about the Europa Conference League. I know many of you probably aren't, but I am. It's European football and I want to show as much of it as I can. So I've only played the one game, first game in the Bundesliga. Very creditable 1-1 away draw with Mainz 05, who were a thorn in our side last season. They did batter us early on, they scored an early goal, but we came back and we managed to hold on for a 1-1, very creditable. We do have to be aware though, the next game coming up is Hamburg. We should do okay with that one, but it is away from home, and then we've got the mighty Bayern Munich, which, well, with the best will in the world, we ain't going to win that one, are we? Today we're going to watch the two games against Sion, a Swiss team, 3-star, so it's going to be a fairly tough game, I think, over the two legs. Let's see what we can do. The games are coming thick and fast now, early season. This is what I was afraid of at the end of last season. I really wanted to get into the Europa League proper. This Conference League playoff is causing us huge problems. We're having like a game every 2 or 3 days at the moment. And okay, the squad is looking fairly healthy at the moment, but it's a big test for most of these players. And for me as a manager, I've got to keep juggling. Let's get stuck in. We'll see you in the dugout. A nice warm welcome from the Gobby Gaffer here in Switzerland. The team for today is Müller in goal. Believe me, he's on his last legs, Müller. I'm not happy with what I'm seeing. Back four, Becker, Airy, Newman and Bullet. The two holding midfield players are Gruev and Elvis. Quadrigo have moved a little bit further back. Not happy with Quadrigo this season at all. He's meant to be a wonder kid. He's not progressing. 6.75 overall. Not great. Damar is pushed forward into that attacking midfielder role, and they made a little change up front, so Castanaris and Wiper are both playing complete forward roles now. And a nice little win again. If that could be arranged, that would be absolutely brilliant. I've changed Müller's role from a sweeper keeper, which he does prefer to play, but his first touch is absolutely abysmal. So I've changed him to just goalkeeper. Just be a goalkeeper on defend and, you know, just do your job. But he's flapping at so many balls. He's parrying an awful lot of stuff, which is, I mean, okay, it's fine if you parry it sideways, but if you parry it in front of you and the centre forward's running at you, then not ideal. And that's a nice little goal there. Nelson Riper on the score sheet again. 4th goal of the season, and as in the last round, away from home, we go 1-0 up, and that is very, very nice indeed. And I was doing a bit of waffling there. I was having a bit of a whinge, I think, and I missed what was going on. Quadrigo to Elvis, Newman, lovely ball into the box, and Wiper there just sticks it in. Very, very nice indeed. 10 minutes in, 3 shots, 1 on target. I'm not quite sure what my left back is doing there. Was that my left back? It was. He was running the completely opposite way that he should have been running in. I mean, I must admit I have two quite young full-backs on the pitch, but they are... Whoa, can Wiper put that in? No, he can't. But they are predicted to be very, very good players, and I do believe in giving young players a chance. But then maybe I've got too many in the team. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, Elvis is going to swing this corner in, and that doesn't meet anybody. Elvis again now to Gruev, and the ball flicks up over off somebody's heel, and it's going to be another corner. Elvis again with the corner. This is going to come near post again. We have near post corners on at the moment, but they're not working. They're crowding that near post, and we're just not getting ahead on it. And Elvis loses the ball, but it's not a highlight. 5 shots, 2 on target. Sion, fortunately for us, I've not even got off the bus yet, which is absolutely brilliant. But again, Becker, who is not having a good game at all, gives the ball away. A nice smart save there from Müller. Nice safe pair of hands. 21 minutes on the clock. Exactly what I want to see from my goalkeeper. Believe me, there's some buffoonery been going on in the goalkeeping department, and I'm not happy with it at all. Header on the... Oh, and their keeper makes a good save as well. It stays at 1-0. We've got quite a high press on there. The keeper's had to go long. The Ball is headed out. Bullet there. Can he get his head on that ball? I think I might need to give my left back here a little bit of a rocket. Becker not having the greatest of games. Well, I think we're going to need to ask him to focus. But anyway, he's got the ball out on that side. Lovely ball into Castellanos, to be fair. Castellanos into the box. And Becker again with a nice little lead header there. Becker, what's he going to do? Whips that in and creates a goal. The second goal for Wiper. It's been called offside. Forget it. No need to start jumping up and down and getting excited. Okay, fine, he was offside. But that's a great shame. Becker there showed a little bit more endeavour. So this time their keeper goes a little bit shorter. A nice neat ball there out onto their left-hand side. We do need to stay switched on. That's a very, very poor ball. Far too long. And Becker this time actually is switched on. He seems to be growing into the game a little bit. So we're on the other side now. Taylor and Bullet now with the ball. He's going to have to come inside with that. Yes, he does. Elvis inside again. That's going to go in the middle of the park. Gruev there. Lovely ball. Loads of space on this side for Becker to run into. That is beautiful. And what a goal. What a well-worked goal that was. That was like watching poetry in motion. We do need to have a look at that goal again. Absolutely brilliant team play. So we don't get to see the build-up play before that, which was just as good. But that was a lovely ball there from Becker. Castellanos lays it back. Elvis, lovely goal for Elvis there. Half-time team talk. We're ahead on the scoreboard, and we certainly deserve to be, given how much we've created. I'm really pleased. Let's just have a quick look and see if anybody's really tiring. We do need to be very, very aware of that. We've got a Hamburg game back in the Bundesliga next. So I think we are going to replace Elvis. He's going to get a little bit of a break. We're going to bring Fine in. And anybody else looking to be a bit tired. So we're going to bring Bauer on. A couple of changes there at half-time just to try and keep the team fresh. It's not ideal doing all this rotation of players because we are still a fairly new team together. We're still learning the formation of the tactic. So I would rather be playing the same team game in, game out. Or that is impossible with the number of games that we've got to play. But a nice 2-0 cushion in this game. And I think I might go into the low block very soon. And let's just take the sting out of the game. 61 minutes on the clock. I have gone into the low block now. 3 changes. I've brought Muller on at left back and 2 in midfield. Stiller and Papaya have both come on. Let's see if we can keep hold of this 2-0 lead. I think one of the mistakes that I made in the second leg, in the third playoff game, was that I didn't go to the low block, and we ended up conceding 2 goals. So I brought fresh legs on. We have dropped a little bit deeper now, and hopefully we can hold on to this. That will expend a little less energy, and this is lovely play. This is beautiful play. Can Damar put that in? He certainly can. And that is a nice run there from the way I've switched that over. Quadrigo and Damar have switched positions. And whereas Quadrigo has been skying those, putting them past the post, Damar in that position this time. A nice composed finish. Still, I mean, look at this movement. Look at the play. And Damar there finishes very, very smartly. Damar really liked him last season on loan. Of course, this season we've signed him on a full-term contract. Muller there, looking very, very smart again with his hands. That's one position where he's not been great. He's not looked great in that position of just being able to catch the ball. He's been parrying it and just really flapping at the ball. And we've given the ball away there, but Newman is alive to that. Fortunately, we get away with that one. Papaya over onto the left-hand side. Muller, who's just come on. Nice little ball. No, it wasn't a nice little ball. So Muller there. Muller can be very, very hit and miss. He can be sometimes it can be absolutely brilliant, and then other times he can give the ball away like that. But we do mop up quite nicely. We're giving the ball away now in really dangerous areas. So I have asked the lads to stop faffing around with the ball so much. Hopefully they will take that on board. But we are in the 88th minute now. Not an awful lot of highlights. And that is going to be cleared off the line. Unfortunately, Bullock there was alive to that. Muller came out for the ball and missed it completely. And full time. Well done today. Excellent win. Absolutely brilliant. As per usual, and they played well. We're going to give them a nice pat on the back. Bullock there has lost focus. Unstoppable in midfield, and delighted with your efforts. Maybe it might be time to give Bullock a little bit of a rest. Maybe bring Danny Costa in for the next game. Well, a nice 3-0 win there. I'm going to go and play the Hamburg game off camera now. We're going to come back for the second leg. Hopefully, unless there's some major buffoonery, we should be through to the group stages of the Conference League, which should mean a little bit of extra dosh. Won't be as much as the Champions League, but any extra money, gratefully received. A very narrow 2-1 away win at Hamburg. We need to get stuck back into the Conference League now. It should be a formality this. Let's get stuck in. Quite a rotated team. So we've got Muller in goal, back four of Becker, Bauer, Lawrence and Da Costa. The three in midfield are Stiller, Fain and Papaya. Damar is the advanced midfield player with Castanaris, and Dai comes in for, I think, his first start of the season. Yep, we're giving Wiper a little bit of a rest today. And I'm expected, the transfer deadline is approaching very quickly now. I'm expecting some more offers for him. Let's see if we can fend them off. So I'm hoping for a nice little run out here today with 3-0 in the lead. Should be a formality this, but you never know, do you? Little bit of news on the injury front. Dardai, that winger stroke midfielder that I was looking to sign, the 1.4 million lad, and I then eventually took him on loan. I didn't know whether he was going to be injury prone. He actually is. He's out for between 5 and 7 weeks with shin splints now. So I think it was a very good decision only to take him on loan. But we have gone 1-0 down, and that is not ideal inside the first 10 minutes. So on their ground, they couldn't muster any chances hardly. They didn't even get off the bus. At our place, they've come out, all guns firing, and it's now 3-1 overall. So I have gone into the low block now. Let's just see if we can hold on to this a little bit better than we are doing. That's a lovely goal though from Da Costa, and an immediate reply. The changes I've made have not actually gone through yet, and that was a nice run there from Da Costa. He did have a player in an offside position there. I think was it Wiper there, was it Ndai? Very, very offside. But he just rounded his defender, stuck it in the bottom corner. We're now winning 4-1. It's 1-1 on the night. And I have gone into the low block now. I probably should have started with that formation if I'm honest. Particularly seeing as the next game coming up. Yep, it's Bayern Munich. We ain't going to win that one. Fortunately, we won't be watching that one. Nobody wants to see a grown man cry, do they? So let's see if we can just consolidate in this game now. We're in a low block. Let's not expend too much energy. I mean, you never know. One of these days, you know, a giant killing will happen with one of my teams, and we'll put one over on Bayern Munich. But let's face it, it's not going to happen, is it? Ball through there to Damar, and that is a very, very wild shot. Sion giving a much better account of themselves in this game than they did at their own place. 4 shots, 2 on target. Stiller. And another wild shot. What are we doing with these shots? I think we probably need to tell them not to shoot as much. Okay, just going to say that's exactly where I want to be. Let's go and finish the job. Stiller, I think we are going to make 1 or 2 changes here at half time. So I think we're going to bring Quadrago can come on for Stiller. Papaya I want to leave on. Yeah, Papaya's been having a bit of a whinge that he's not playing enough, so we do need to be a little bit aware of that. Lawrence is on a yellow card, so we will bring Newman on. So a couple of changes there at half time. We just need to let's not expend too much energy. In fact, I think we'll even drop to a balanced mentality. I'm in a 1-1 in this game, absolutely fine, 4-1 up overall. I can't see Sion now coming back into this. They have got a ratio of shots to on target of 50%, whereas ours is 33%. So They are playing much better, but we are holding them off at the moment. Not been too many highlights, which is great. We don't really need them. Becker down that left-hand side. He's going to clip that ball in. No, he's not. He's going to have a second bite of the cherry. And this time he does manage to get it in. Castellanos there. Third bite of the cherry. And we still can't get the ball in the net. What is that all about? 80 minutes, 3 more changes. Changed both my full-backs. They're doing an awful lot of work on the down the wings. And Greu's come on in midfield for Quadrigo. So we're back to a highlight. Bauer with the ball now. Bauer out to Newman. Fain. What's Fain going to do? There's space on either wing. If you want to just switch it out wide, there's space on either wing. That's the ball. Becker. Has Becker got the legs to go down there? No. I've got him more on a defensive duty at the moment, so I don't think he will take the ball. So he's just holding the ball on that side. He's just passing the ball back. Bauer has got the ball again. I think we are going to have to go down the middle if we're going to do anything. Danny Da Costa now. Ball over to Becker. So we've created the space now on that left-hand side. Ball into Quadrigo. Quadrigo to Damar. Damar fires it in, and that just skims the top of the net. Throw in from Müller, who's just come on. Fresh pair of legs on that side. The ball loops up. We seem to get an awful lot of those where the ball loops up off somebody's ankles. And again, we've hit the frame of the goal. If we got points for hitting the frame of the goal, we'd be top of the league by now. Müller again, down that left-hand side. He seems to be growing into that role. He's not a natural left-back. Wood, the keeper, makes a terrific save. About 6 or 7 minutes left on the clock now. Gruev is going to swing this ball into the near post. And can we get ahead on this? Yes, we can. But it just goes over. Damar with the header there. More highlights that we don't really need. Nicely taken there. Gruev now. Ball inside to Damar. He's going to swing that right over the top. And then Daei now has got a chance to make a name for himself. But he's gone way too wide with that. There's hardly anybody in the box. Although, to be fair, Castellanos there, he was the only man in the box. Pinpoint cross to him from Ndiaye, and that makes it 2-1 on the night. So we're out of that little rut there of drawing these second games. And fortunately, or hopefully, we can keep that score now till full time and win the game with both legs won. 5-1 on aggregate. That is absolutely brilliant. The lads are going to get a really good pat on the back. Right, I'm pleased with the performance, but we do need to move on. But we are going to give them defended well today. I'm really happy. Happy with your playmaking efforts. And you made a difference in attack. Papaya there is the only player who is losing focus. Which is very strange, given that he's been knocking on my door saying, boss, I want to play, I want to play. You put him in the team and he's losing focus. Okay, fine. And we are receiving little bits of money now, 86,000. It's not an awful lot of money, but we are receiving little bits of money. I think that puts us into the group stage now. I've had no notification about any more playoff games. Let's face it, we don't need any more of those. Let's hope we are in the group stage, but we've got a very important game coming up now very quickly against Bayern Munich. I am going to go and play that off camera, like I said in commentary. Nobody wants to see a grown man cry. I'm going to go and play a few games off camera now, and let's try and move the season on a little bit, and we'll be back very, very shortly. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time in our push to have a little bit of European glory and try and get ourselves a little bit higher in the league than last season. 6th place, anybody? You never know. Europa League football, that would mean.